Welcome back, everybody. It is officially the Day of the Dead. It is November 2nd. It is Sunday in Massachusetts. I am in my attic and it is freezing up here. I have my double layers going on. I got my hat on. And by the way, I wanted to show you, can you see my hat? This was a fun little thing I picked up at the Dunkin' in Salem. And back here, do you see Dunkin'? But I wanted to show that to you because I never got to wear it during Halloween. But I thought, you know what? I'm packing up Halloween. Wear this. Keeps my head warm. But anyway, I wanted to stand here in my attic to show you. This is everything that has been packed up so far. Not bad. Everything's labeled. So as for those of you who hopefully watched part 1, I did a big packing of all the different areas. I believe I got everything out of my office with the exception of the cinnamon brooms that had the apothecary dried herbs. I do have to take those down, but everything in the bookcases were taken out, dusted, packed, and they're in some of these things behind me. The dining room, everything's down, and over here, there, do you see those 2 wreath containers? Those are the ones that I bought at Lowe's, and I packed up my cool purple wreaths that I used in my haunted dining room, the skeleton dining room. That's where those wreaths are being stored. Those were, when I bought them, I think they were almost $50 each, so I just wanted to protect them. And those containers, you guys, if you go to Lowe's or any place that sells the wreath storage pieces, they don't have to be expensive to do the job. So those I think were like $14 each. So I use those every year. I'm looking towards my Christmas stuff and I have 6 of them over there. And if you really want to protect the things that you love, because you're going to use them year after year, invest in that versus just stacking them on top of each other. Or in some cases, people hang them on a wall, like in an attic or in a storage area. Dust can get on it. So that's why I do what I do. But before we jump outside, let me just say today's objective is we're going to take all the jack-o'-lanterns down off of the archway by the garage, bring down the skeletons that have blown over because the wind was crazy on Halloween, cornstalk, if that's even a word, take those all down off the top, take the lights off. So truly all of Halloween is done from the front of my house. And then because today is also daylight savings time, I'm going to lose an hour of sunlight that I'm used to. So what I might also do is take advantage of some quick cleaning that I see right outside of my kitchen window, because today we're going to decorate the kitchen and the dining room to finish that up. And I have a couple tweaks on the front porch that I didn't get to in part 1. But my point is, when you look out of my kitchen window right now, you see some dead foliage on a centerpiece that's on the outside dining table. So I'm going to clean it up, see if the pumpkins that were growing in my garden are still okay and weren't eaten by anything. And if they're looking good, I might bring them up and just put them up there so I can enjoy them from the window without being outside. Because like I said, I'm getting cold. My fingers are frozen. All right. And before I go to the actual content, I just want to say, you guys, over a month and a half ago, I said I had this goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers. And we hit that a few weeks ago. And now we are almost at 2,700. And my wish is, let's see if our community can grow by Christmas. Let's see if we can grow to 5,000. That would be amazing. And I would love to be able to have more interaction with all of you. I'm going to use the post feature more in YouTube. And so my point is, the more we can grow this, the more inspiration we can give one another, the more positive energy we can put out there. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have subscribed or haven't and you like this, please give it a like. I'm having so much fun doing this. And so with that, enough of me yapping. Let's go outside and take down the jack-o'-lanterns. But then continue decorating for the Thanksgiving fall decor. Thanks you guys for joining me. Let's go. Yay! so funny how fast it takes to just everything to come down, even though it took a whole afternoon for me to strategically place those guys on the arbor. All right, well, now that they're all cut down, the next step is for me to put them into some containers, throw them in the garage, and then I will go to the top of the garage to get the skeletons down. So for now, I'm just gonna go and quickly pack those up. Okay, let me pack these puppies up. I'm gonna put them up on the shelf, and then we'll do some quick cleanup on the back patio behind the kitchen. From the garden that we have there, and then I'll probably get some little mini pumpkins to fill this in, but at least I can see them from my kitchen window when I look out. I miss my garden. I've been neglecting it. I have to do a whole cleanup on that, but that's another day. Meantime, let's go back inside and decorate for Thanksgiving. Hello again. So it's crazy. It's only 3:11 and the sun is setting on my face, right? That's what happens during daylight savings. You get to fall back and get extra hour of sleep. Oh, that's better. But in the meantime, I'm running out of light. So I put some lights on. Now what I'm going to do is, hold that thought. I found, when I was cleaning out the attic, I found this ribbon. So I'm going to put this ribbon right here on both corn stalks. And then after I do that, I will put the wreath up and the front porch is done. Then we can go inside and start the kitchen. All right, so once the sun isn't so brutal on the front porch, I will film going a little bit from an overview when it still has a little sun up and going inside. It's really pretty. Okie dokie, here we go. We got the wreath up, we got the fun. I did add a fake cabbage. Lights going in here. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Oh, the sun on that tree is so gorgeous. This is the combination for the fall pillows. And then if we go this way, more plethora of pumpkins, another faux cabbage. We got the lights going up. And oops, I didn't fix that chair properly. And I just can't get over how pretty that is. Okay. And then you come in. And now if I step back, you can see how this all ties together. I'd say this is a warm welcome, wouldn't you? All right, let's go and do the kitchen. Oh, I am so satisfied that all of the outside stuff is packed, put away either in the garage, in the attic. Everything is packed that needs to be packed. Now it's about placing what needs to be placed for Thanksgiving in the kitchen and the dining room. But first I need to clean this kitchen. So it's crazy. It's only 4 o'clock and the sun is going down. About any second, my daughter and my husband are barreling through that door. But in the meantime, I'm going to spend hopefully the next 15 to 20 minutes just getting everything cleaned, and then I'll be just plopping in what I want for a blue and white Thanksgiving. All right, so let's go clean the kitchen. I have this little thing, and I forgot what she was called. Screaming something. Do any of you have this? You put in a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of water, and the steam out of this little face, see the steam comes out of there, in the microwave, it actually loosens all the debris, and there's some stuff in there. So I'm gonna put my little screaming, I'm gonna call her Amy. I think that's her name. Screaming Amy, is that you? Anyway, I'm gonna put her in there. If I find this on Amazon, I'll link it for you. I've had this for years, but when you don't want to spend time like scrubbing, this just loosens it all up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so you saw as Screaming Amy was boiling for 2 minutes, I just cleaned up the rest of the counter on the side. I didn't clean the stove because now I'm going to wipe down all the gunk and whatever falls, then I will do the stove. A tip that I've learned from some really good friends of mine who are really into the cleaning industry, every time you clean your kitchen, a best practice is to always start from the top down because things will fall. So I literally started at the top, got all the dust off, all the stuck little sticky stuff from the bats I had from Halloween, and now I'm going into the food area, which will then in my stove, and so this whole area will be clean once I wipe that down. Everything got a nice deep clean. I didn't film it, but I just wiped down all of the bottom shelves. I threw the microfiber towels into the wash machine, and now we are going to fill in the back counter with all the necessities first. And then once we do that, then we'll put in our Thanksgiving decor. My kitchen smells like apples, like I'm in an apple orchard. I used just some, cleaner that just smells like fall. So it just, I don't have to do anything. It just smells like fall. Done. Just kidding. All right. So what I thought I'd do is I really loved my purple pumpkins that I used in the dining room during the skeleton setup for Halloween. And I know I just said blue and white in here, but I really meant purple because blue and white's actually going to be in my dining room. So let me play with what I have. I'm going to play with some of the purple mums, purple pumpkins, Fred, my new turkey, and then also see about using acorns and nuts and some additional accessories around. But the purpose of my kitchen is not to overload it with decor. If anything, I want it to have more space because it's a cooking kind of month. But I do want it to feel definitely more like fall. So let me just add those touches really quickly. Okay, super simple. We got Fred with the pop of purple and a fun white pumpkin with a candle. We'll go over here and we have acorns, nuts, faux foliage, blue and white that ties to the kettle over there. But if you look inside, all I have are mixed nuts in here. And then here I have pumpkins that I've repurposed year over year. These were fun little acorns, woven acorns, and there's some mushrooms in there too, but I threw some fake evergreen just to give a little color contrast, but that with the little gathered together cutting board, which I just flipped. We have this out all year, but it's the other side, so I flipped it. So now you have that. Our clean sink. I just need to get some hand soap, probably some purple, but we have a blue and white pumpkin with a purple pumpkin. Our fake mums. One simple pumpkin that's purple over here. Everything is just normal, normal, normal. And then here we have the Hello Pumpkin coffee mug and pumpkin espresso cups. And then off to the side, we just have some pumpkins here as you walk in from our garage. So that is our kitchen for now. And like I said, we'll just keep it super simple because the goal is to cook everywhere in this kitchen, right? During the month of November. All right, let's go to the dining room. In the dining room, and these dried, these dried hydrangeas from earlier in the fall, they still are holding up pretty well. So I'm going to use this as filler up there, but first I'm going to, in the branches, I'm going to replace the batteries because they're running low, and then put these in, and then we're going to do a tablescape. Very simple. It's going to be based off of blue, white, and kind of a coppery gold. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna make a very simple place setting. I'm not gonna go extravagant with glassware. I'm gonna simply put in the new chargers I bought from Hobby Lobby and the little pumpkins on some simple plates, just so it has the ambiance of a gathering place, but it's not truly set for Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving dinner would have wine glasses, water glasses, forks, knives, formal napkins, and I'll do that closer to Thanksgiving. But for today, just so it's set, it'll feel like harvest, it'll feel like gathering, but it's not over the top yet. All right, let's keep going and put that together right now. Isn't this pretty? Look at the purpley sort of pink still showing up in these dried flowers. I think this is beautiful. We're gonna leave it here. Very peaceful next to my little gratitude. Love it. Okie dokie, let's see what I did. So, very simple place setting. It is a simple white plate on top of the $1.99 charger I featured in a previous episode from Hobby Lobby. This is a Pier 1 Imports plate from a while ago that I got in clearance. And then this is a little soup bowl that I got from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. Very affordable little place setting. And then this just happens to be a wine glass that my mother gave me. They're hand painted with the gold that ties into my centerpiece. But before we leave there, blue napkins with little fun little napkin rings. This one says blessed. This one says grateful. And then this one says thankful. But if we look up at the centerpiece, these are all clearance items, you guys. All of it. So these, I'm trying to remember where I got these, but I bought them because they were a steal. And I want to say I've had them for 5 years and never used them because I kept forgetting I had them. But then I got this little candelabra on a clearance. I want to say that came from Home Goods a few years ago. These little pheasants came from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. These little tiny bit of pumpkins and gourds, those were $1, $3, and $5 from Target's little bargain area. This lit up blue pumpkin came from Home Goods. I believe it's $19.99. This was a Home Goods velvet blue pumpkin, $14.99. This table runner, which you saw me put down, which pumpkins all the way down, and an extra blue runner that I can repurpose for other place settings, that was $24.99. And then if I look over here, those are all the clearance pumpkins that I bought from Michael's at 60% off and 50% depending on the type. And if I stand back, hopefully I don't walk in anything. Here is a very simple blue and white pumpkin. It's very soothing, relaxing dining scape for Thanksgiving. Now let me do one final thing, because when we set and get everything done for strip down from Halloween, there's something I have to put in all the windows now, because 'tis the season. I am done for now. This has been such a productive day. Everything filmed in this episode happened today. So between taking down outside in the front by the garage, packing all that up, finishing what was going on in the front, gathering some pumpkins even from my garden to do just a quick little zhuzh out of my kitchen window, and then to do the final, let's just get a tablescape going for Thanksgiving and have my kitchen and my kitchen nook complete. And you know what's even better? Everything's put away. There's not one storage bin not in its place. So I am super grateful for that. I am proud of myself maintaining my attic that I cleaned up earlier this summer. And I am just so blessed to be able to welcome all of you in my home so I can share how I create this environment of fall, warmth, love, and just wanting to share abundance and happiness with all of you. So with that, if you stayed through the whole episode, thank you very much, my friends. And I cannot wait, because after this episode, I'm going to start raring up to start diving into, dare I say it, Christmas. I'm not changing any of this stuff. This will stay through Thanksgiving, but I have bedrooms, I have offices, I have my living room, and all that stuff gets to get bedazzled with Christmas very soon. So with that, I am super happy. It's the end of the evening. It is true. Today is the Day of the Dead. So my daughter and I are going to start watching Coco in honor of Day of the Dead. And I just, again, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful week. I hope to have another episode posted, hopefully within the next 5 days. Talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.